We're here at Le Petit Gâteau in Melbourne CBD, and I mean where because we've got Cass and Sam from the Stroke Foundation who are supporting me today in my recipe because I get some assistance with the prep. But you can do most of this in advance and just have it ready in your fridge, ready to go, whack it together, and you've got a gorgeous quinoa salad fast. You can see in this bowl we've got some pomegranate that we've been picking at, but all you have to do if you really want with the pomegranate, I'll demonstrate with my turmeric-y hands, is hold it upside down and just whack it. Check it out. It's raining pomegranate! But, you know, I like to take my time. Just depends how much time you have. So the other thing that's in this bowl obviously is some coriander, which you can definitely smell. That gives it a nice sort of Middle Eastern edge to this salad, and that's the same with the pommy. We've also got a South American super grain, aka quinoa, but I've actually used a local quinoa, which is from Tasmania, because the Bolivian quinoa just needs to travel further, and plus we want to save some for the Bolivians, if you know what I mean. So the quinoa at the moment is soaking. It's basically soaking in 1.5 times the amount of water. You want to kind of soak it overnight if you can. At least half an hour of soakage is important because it's basically a seed from a fruit. Well, quinoa itself is a fruit, not a grain. So if you look at it, it's kind of got like a little sprouty bit. So when it sprouts, that's when you know it's ready. Let's have a look. I'm just poking through everyone's salad now. I'm trying to find you a little sprout so you can see it. But that's how you know. Okay, check this out. Hope I don't lose the one with the sprout. See that? Macro. Woo! So if you see that there is the little sprouty bit. Once it's all sprouted, that's when you know that it's A, better for you because the protective coating, which would otherwise be in your stomach, killing you slowly, not really killing, but hurting a little bit digestively, will be gone. So you can wash that away and it's much better for you. And you can pre-prepare quinoa and have it in the fridge for like 4 or 5 days if you want. So that's pretty cool. So just soak it overnight, have it ready to go, and then once it's been soaked, let's pretend it's been overnight, you drain the water off, and then however many cups of quinoa, you do 1.5 times that of water. I like to do vegetable stock because I find that it's got more flavor in it. Just make sure that it's an unsalted vegetable stock. You don't want to put any salt in that grain because it retards the cooking process. The quinoa is ready to go. We've got 1 cup of quinoa, 1.5 cups of water, and no salt. Remember that, no salt. This is going to go on the boil. Once it's boiled, you turn it right down and cover it with a lid. It's just like rice. It's like the absorption method. So you just wait about 10 to 15 minutes and it'll be ready when it's all sprouted and puffy. You can just taste it. If it tastes good but slightly crunchy, that's how you know it's good. So I've got Sam cutting my tomatoes. I have no reason for that. I just have her supporting me. So the tomatoes are going in there. But I guess I want to show that anyone can make this recipe. It doesn't need to be super chefy. Some of the tomatoes can just be whole, like bursts of flavour. And just grab like different coloured tomatoes, different sizes. You want texture in this salad. The more texture, the better. So in here, we've got our pomegranate, we've got our coriander, we've got some spring onion, and some of these cherry tomatoes. Now the next thing we're going to pop in there is some currants. Now again, we're kind of trying to build some texture and some flavour into this salad. A really good salad is all about crunch, sweet, salty, you know, all the different dimensions that make it really interesting. And a good salad is an interesting salad. So once I actually get this open, fast, we'll try and get it in there. Okay, there we go. All right, so the currants are going in. Again, you don't have to measure it out. You don't even have to put everything in here. You can put other stuff in here. The more you make salads like this, the better. There's the phone. I'm pretty sure that's Heston Blumenthal telling us how amazing this salad is. Thanks, Heston. No worries. Now, so I told you that the salad's all about having colour and texture and difference and interest. I call it a jeweled quinoa salad because each little thing that you find in there is like a jewel. Now, I found some edible flowers, and I'm just putting them in there because not only do they look nice, they're actually really flavoursome as well. And each one tastes quite different. Sam, here's my trusty assistant. Cass, get in here and taste this. So that's a rose petal, actually. But you don't want to just go out into your garden and just eat rose petals because you don't know if they've been sprayed. And you're just better off if you are thinking about using edible flowers. You can find them at any good market. We're very lucky living in capital cities to have quite a few markets that have edible flowers, but you can have a wander around and check. They're becoming more popular. Makes everything look chefier. Now, so here we go. The avocado's gone in there, but if you want, you could even pop some coconut oil through the dressing as well. Make sure that you're not using any sort of hydrogenated fats through this, like vegetable oils and things like that. Stick to the originals. Olive oil, coconut oil, or like avocado oil could work really well as well. I don't know why I'm dressing this, to tell you the truth, because now the coriander's going to go really wilty, but you know, just go with it. Pretend that it's really fresh. So remember, don't put your oil in until the very last minute. I think I'm just thrown. I'm thrown. Oh my god, that smells amazing. Game of Thrones. Now, we've got some various different lettuces. You can buy this at the supermarket. Better still buy it at the market. Buy it loose. That tends to have less fatties in it. Make sure to give it a rinse. For the purposes of this exercise, let's pretend it's rinsed. And then get your hands in it and toss it all through. See all that colour and texture and flavour and just interest, really. Especially, I like to think that if you want to get people who aren't salad eaters to eat more salad, make your salad more interesting to eat. So this is definitely an interesting salad. People will be like, ooh, I wonder what it's going to be in the next mouthful. I'm sure it's going to be delicious. The quinoa's almost ready, by the way. So is this. I like to live dangerously. Mostly, I would say, let the quinoa cool before putting it into these ingredients, because otherwise everything's going to everything's going to wilt. But in this case, we just don't have the time, so we're just going to have to whisk it now. So the quinoa is all absorbed through. Pop it in there, toss it about, and it's ready to go. That's literally it. If you want to put some more protein in there, you're welcome to put any sort of cooked meat, any smoked salmon, any sort of, let's say, mushroom in there. Maybe you could put some spinach in for extra protein and iron. All you have to do now is dress it with a few final details, like, you know, some marigolds or a few little fancy rose petals. Anything you want. You can even just pop some more meat on top. Anything that you're putting in there and you want to feature, make sure you pop that on top. But really, you're pretty much done. So there you have it. Your jeweled quinoa salad. Fast. Oh.